Golf is not a sport that's easily accessible to residents of the Cape Flats, with most courses situated in the suburbs of Cape Town and its surrounds. But this doesn't mean that the youth of Mitchells Plain can't dream of swinging a club on one of those courses. Through the efforts and initiative of the Mitchells Plain Golf Club, boys and girls are being introduced to the sport with the aim of creating safer spaces and better opportunities for vulnerable and impressionable youths to thrive.
To have access to these opportunities, for me always, I felt that if we could start earlier in the game, have access to the facilities, then it would make a huge difference. There's a lot of talented youngsters in Mitchells Plain, but they get exposed to all sorts of different things, and that's not always the best thing. And yeah, it will be great if there's a facility that they can access at an early stage, at an early age, and then to really develop through that and into a prospering golfer. So that would be great.
A major fundraiser for the initiative is the annual Mitchells Plain Golf Day, which took place at Rondebosch Golf Club recently. Among those supporting the day were a number of former internationals from a wide variety of sporting codes.
For me, sport is important in youth and developing sport, no matter what sport it is, whether it's cricket, rugby, soccer, and golf plays a great role in actually just discipline, and we find a lot of talent out there in our underserved communities, and this just gives another opportunity to find that talent and put them onto the bigger stage and really show what they got.
The Mitchells Plain Golf Club is run by two SAPS sergeants working the anti-social crimes unit and a social entrepreneur who all hail from the eclectic cultural melting pot of Mitchells Plain. The day saw the launch of a plan to build a custom golf facility in Lentegeur in Mitchells Plain. The course will feature a par 3, a par 4 and a par 5 hole, as well as a driving range and a central utility green to serve 6 or more tee off points. The plans are awaiting approval by the local municipality.
I think any kid needs resources. And for Mitchells Plain to have their own course, it will allow those kids to have the resources to excel in golf. They obviously get the opportunities like any other kid across the country in their backyard. So a course in Mitchells Plain will be excellent because it just gives them a fair playing field, an opportunity to excel at sport and hopefully make something great of their lives.
Since its inception, the club has guided youngsters from not knowing how to hold a club to representing their province around the country, and that without a course. The potential to find many more talented players is limitless with a world-class facility in Lentegeur.
Oh man, the importance of having, never mind a world-class golfing facility in a place like Mitchells Plain, but just having a golf course or a golfing facility there is, you can't even quantify it because you understand as a golfer, how much this game can do for you in terms of life, in placing you in situations where you not only get to think about yourself, about life, but you also get to meet like-minded people who have bigger and greater visions about themselves and about the community. And that's a hope for me that, I'm actually sitting in a golf cart with the guy who's designing the golf course, Jean-Luc, and he's been telling me about his plans. He's traveled all over the world and designed many golf courses, so I can just imagine that when those kids and the people around in the Mitchells Plain community have their own golfing facility, how much it's going to mean for them as a source of pride, and then what it can do to turn around the lives of individuals and groups within the community as well. I can't wait.